pains, nurses are caring, and epitome.
Celebrated annually on May 12, this marked the birthday of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. This day recognizes the invaluable contributions of nurses worldwide, highlighting their dedication, compassion, and expertise in healthcare. Ntang Leslie is a nurse working at the ICTU-RTV sick bay. She says her mission on earth would have been incomplete if her dream of becoming a nurse wasn't realized.
The satisfaction I derive being a nurse is meeting people at their lowest moment, being able to provide care to them to the best I can, providing both physical, emotional, and psychological help to the best extent I can do.
She credits her mother for inspiring her to pursue this noble profession, driven by a passion to care and heal.
Initially, being a nurse wasn't my dream. The person who encouraged me, and I'm very glad she was there for me, is my mom. I was this kind of person that was always sick, never loved taking drugs, and never loved telling people I'm not feeling fine. So growing up, my mom said, with this kind of attitude, the best thing that can happen to her is for her to be in the medical field.
Ntang Leslie acknowledges the challenges within the profession and advises colleagues to uphold the highest standards of integrity and compassion.
The advice I can give to my fellow colleague is love what you are doing. If you don't love what you are doing, you will not give in your best. And in the nursing profession, we deal with lives. The least error you do might be fatal to the patient, and not only to the patient, and also to you to a certain level.
As the nurses celebrate this day, it is important for the world to appreciate their hard work and commitment to improving global health.
I'm proud to be a nurse.
Celebrating International Nurses Day also means looking at those who will take over from today's nurses, that is, the trainees. For this younger generation, the choice of nursing is passion-driven.
The reason why I choose nursing is to be helpful to the society, especially to the needy. And the main aim I'm doing nursing is for the patient well-being and the growth of my society.
Driven by the love for patients, some of the student nurses that exist are attracted to the profession by what they can contribute to the growth of the sector.
Many people find joy in having good health out there, and I want to be part of the people who give joy to these people, especially to patients, to provide appropriate health care to patients. My priorities as a nurse is the well-being of the patients, be able to provide good health to the patients.
Having observed the existing loopholes, some of the student nurses at Exist BMRC hope to bring the much-needed improvement to the profession.
Nurses are really neglected, especially in Cameroon, especially in Africa. So that's why I needed to do it in the profession so that I can witness what is going on, and that's why I choose nursing.
I developed a passion for nursing. The priorities of the nurse is patient well-being.
The motto of nurses is caring hands, healing hearts, excellence in nursing every step of the way, where compassion meets expertise, guided by passion, driven by care. It is therefore hoped that the student nurses will put this motto into practice and be examples when they get to the field.
changer les pansements, accompagner les patients lors des examens ou des traitements, effectuer les prélèvements sanguins, surveiller l'état de santé du patient sont entre autres les missions de l'infirmière. Un travail n'étant toujours pas facile car, comme tout métier, il comporte des risques de contamination lors des prélèvements sanguins ou tout simplement par simple contact physique pour le cas des maladies contagieuses. L'infirmière est par excellence la mère dans le cadre médical. C'est celle-là qui s'assure de diriger le patient jusqu'à l'obtention de sa guérison. C'est celle-là qui est à côté du médecin pour lui apporter assistance. En quelques mots, c'est celle-là qui dispense des soins de nature préventive, curative ou palliative visant le bien-être du patient. Ainsi, à cette journée internationale de l'infirmière, il est important de célébrer ces valeureuses Amazones tout en réaffirmant cette volonté d'améliorer leurs conditions de travail. Pas payé, sous-payé, parfois exploité, il est nécessaire que les choses changent. En cette autre journée dédiée à l'infirmière, c'est l'occasion de dire merci à cette dame et monsieur. Oui, monsieur, parce que de plus en plus, nous avons des hommes infirmiers.
Female Journalists of Integrity Group under the Association of Action Journalists, Women of Heart, best known by the French acronym JAFEC, have positively impacted the next generation of future journalists of the Advanced School of Mass Communication (ASMAC) in Yaoundé. In the Hervé Bush Amphitheater of the Yaoundé 1 University, the over 100 journalism students from level 1 and 3 attended a master's class on May 9th, dished out by the ladies under the theme Journalism, These Inspiring Women. For about 3 hours, the students were glued to the inspiring women, both physically and virtually. They were captivated by the rich panel of senior colleagues who gave out some tips and guidelines in the practice of the profession, the various constraints and challenges female journalists face, and the attitude to overcome these challenges was the central message of Tabe Enoegbe Enongchong, Director of Radio Antennas at CRTV's message to the youth. Comfort Musa, a multimedia journalist, equally edified the students on the positive use of various social media platforms in journalism.
I'm glad that JAFEC did this to bring professionals from different walks of life, because they may have started out as journalists. Some are no longer journalists, some are journalists, but they have evolved into careers. To share their stories and their journeys with the students is really inspiring.
Other speakers at the panel were Jocelyn Mulliam, Chief of Economic Desk at Cameroon Tribune, and Janine Fankam, JAFEC President, who equally treated young stars. In attendance was the Secretary General of ASMAC, Professor Alain Asomo, the Editor-in-Chief of Cameroon Tribune, Ivatanga, personnel of Dove Supermarket, and, virtually, several icons of the profession. The interest and zeal of the students was portrayed through the numerous pertinent questions that were asked and which received favorable responses. The students thus look forward for a next masterclass to be organized in the nearest future.
The church service at the Bethel Baptist Church ICTU-RTV Yaoundé was heartwarming, filled with love and joy as the mothers took the center stage to commemorate the 2025 Mothers' Day in a grand style. The atmosphere was electrified with gratitude and joy as the women celebrated the Mothers' Day in songs, sketches, and prayers. Preaching from the book of Ephesians, chapter number 6, verses 1 and 2, under the theme, Be dressed daily in the Lord Jesus Christ, the mothers were reminded of their vital roles in shaping families and communities.
To be dressed in Jesus Christ has two pieces.
Donc, se revêtir de Jésus-Christ comporte deux parties.
Dressed in the garment of love.
Se revêtir d'amour.
And dressed in the garment of the perspective of eternity.
The celebration was equally an opportunity for many to express their love to mothers.
A life without a mother is a lifeless life, because a mother is like the manager of a home. Imagine a situation where you have an enterprise that does not have a manager, so everything becomes scattered.
Well, my mother, she's a model to me, and I really love her dynamism, and not just that, but the way she has built me up. I'm a woman today because of her, because of her sacrifices. Mom, I don't have much words or like many things to say. There's just one thing I can say is that I love you and God bless you for me. Keep on being the best. Thank you.
It is worth noting that Mother's Day is celebrated on different dates in various countries, but the sentiment remains the same to honor and appreciate mothers for their love, care, and dedication.
Being a woman, not only a woman, a mother, is a special gift from God. I know nobody else could do it for me except the mighty God. What makes me a proud mother is seeing my children growing in the ways of the Lord and not following the practice of the world, especially in this digital era. Not living wayward life. First of all, have the fear of the Lord. Doing well in the society. I think as a good mother, you will not want to see your child misbehave or go astray. So you always like to teach your children in the right way, in the ways of the Lord, and knowing that when they will grow up, they will not depart from us. I hope the children grow in the ways of the Lord and seeing the way the world is today, and they are striving to walk according to the ways of the Lord will make them proud.
I am proud to be a Christian mother, that I am taking care of the family, teaching my children the word of God as a mother, making sure that we have devotion in the house, making sure that they should go to bed early, studying the word of God, and I should also make sure that they should go to bed early. That's what makes me a proud mother.